so we actually at the office. uh, yeah. So, um, what was the question again? So you think how?
So it's like, the competition in the area for tax preparation. How
Yeah.
would you describe it? And also, what strategies do you use to differentiate your firm from the others?
Okay, I would say the market is overpopulated, right?
Oversaturated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that word? Oversaturated.
Oversaturated.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yes. So what happened is many people or that enter this type of business, some of them doesn't even have no knowledge, no accounting knowledge. Some of them take like a 8 week course
Mm.
given by what's that name? That there was a company that used to. Anyway, I'm not gonna promote them, but that so me, I'm an accountant, so first of all, the way I started out first doing tax preparation before I went to school. Then I found out that I like doing tax, so I went and got a accounting degree. And then after that, I went and got a financial advisor license and so on. So I got a 4 year degree in LIU
Mm.
to be accountant. So yes, maybe you could do tax with a basic knowledge, but you definitely would need somebody who is with more experience or with some um, college level degree when you get into more complicated tax return, right? Because the problem is many people went to the market or most of my competitors they have no knowledge in that area, like no education knowledge. Besides that 8 week course they take, I think it's either 4 to 8 weeks course
Mm.
that they take by this company, right? Which I'm not gonna name. Um, so I would say my first thing is educating my client,
Mm.
letting them know the tax law, and for them not to be so guided by the wrong information that they're
Mm.
hearing out there. Many people are hearing things on TikTok or any social media, or even their friends or colleague at work. They will say, "Oh yeah, I got this amount of refund," right?
Mm.
But they don't know what the person put in the tax return. So me, I usually say, okay, this is what deductible based on the tax law. This is what's legal, and so on. So the most important thing for me, the way that I stay competitive
Mm.
is to educate my client and is to always stay up to date with the current tax law because with my license, oh yeah, and then also have an enroll agent license, which is it's similar to you taking a CPA exam, right? It was a 3 day exam. Each day was about I think 4 or 5 hours of test you had to take. You had to pass those three exams. So which I'm able to practice in front of the IRS, New York State Tax Department.
Mm.
So it's like the thing before a lawyer, right? When it
Mm.
comes to tax. So that's why I say competitive is to knowledge
Mm.
and education and and teaching my client the right information.
Yeah, and I think definitely customer service too.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Customer service. You work for us, right? For a few
Mm-hmm.
months. So I'm very big on customer service. Oh, again, I'm glad you bring that because a lot of people again open businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't go and learn about how to manage a business. I wrote a book about how to start, how to manage, and how to when you're ready to retire to sell the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so people thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna rent a place or buy a place
Mm-hmm.
and open a business. There's a lot to business because or else they would not have all those courses that you have to take, right? You're in school right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then I know what are you taking?
I'm an accounting major.
The accounting major, and then you have to do business law, business business
Yeah,
administration.
that's next semester.
You have to do tax. So, or even psych, I had to take
Mhm.
psychology,
Mhm.
right? And then I didn't know the importance of psychology and this. I'm like, why do I have to take
Mhm.
psychology, right? So,
Mhm.
sorry, we're going off the topic a little bit, but it'll make sense to you at the end.
Mhm.
That I find that if you don't know how to deal with people,
Mhm.
right, you won't be able to manage a business. I had to
Yeah.
learn how to deal with you as an employee.
Oh.
Yes, I had to learn how to deal with the client, right? We had some tough clients,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see that, and it just, and also I had to learn how to deal with myself. I had to be a better person because
Mhm.
not let um thing get to me,
Mhm.
because sometimes you know we take things personal,
Yeah.
because you have kind that come in and say things to you. Yes, you're gonna feel disrespected. So it's a lot that come to business. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So that I think that what you really explained there, because
Hmm.
there is a lot of markets, literally the tax office down the street,
Hmm.
and all that. So
Yeah, don't tell them that.
oh.
We're the only one here, okay?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we
No.
have the best
Yeah.
anyway.
We
Yeah.
have the
Yeah,
best.
you
There's a
do
lot
need
of
to come.
clients.
You want to come back next year, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So,
So
so a
I
lot
don't
of
want you.
clients come back. They get the
Hmm.
best customer service here, and their taxes done, and you're
Yeah.
very knowledgeable with tax, and you get it done. You get it done. Yes, but yes,
Thank you, thank you. Yes, and you refer your sister. If I wasn't good, you would not refer your sister,
yeah.
and then you also do
And
your
you're
taxes.
helping her with her tax right
Yes,
now, and
yes, yes,
maximizing
yes.
deductions.
Even mommy is mad, but we're not
We'll
gonna
take
talk
that out.
about, yeah. That's
We're not
not.
gonna talk about that. But yes, okay, the next question is
Hmm.
regarding demand and seasonality, since I am seasonal. So you know, um,
The man and okay,
seasonality. So I don't
okay.
know. I don't know if I can want to get into percentages,
Hmm.
but you know, basically, the question is like, how does the demand for your services change throughout the year, and how do these like fluctuations influence your pricing and your staffing decisions?
Yes, great question. I think it is something to think about, even opening any business. But I think when it comes to tax, which is mostly a seasonal business, but even though we open all year round, because we do payroll taxes, right?
Mhm.
A lot of company open only for doing taxes, but we open all year round because we do payroll taxes, we do sales taxes. A
Mhm.
lot of companies doesn't do that. We do all type of business taxes,
Mhm.
by C corporation, S corporation, LLC, non for profit. We do all that. Um, so for us doing taxes, and we do hire more people because we
Mhm.
have a lot more demand, because we there's the individual tax that need to be done,
Mhm.
and there's the business tax that need to be done. So we normally hire based on last year, the way we saw, if we had a last year was busy,
Mhm.
we trying to prepare, hoping the same or even more client, right? And then we do advertise. So it's almost like we have to take, you know into a lot of information
Mhm.
into calculation, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just any business, like let's say you have a bakery, you have a restaurant,
Mhm.
so you have to prepare, you have to do educational guess,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You're just not guessing like that to say, okay, I'm gonna hire 10 people,
Yeah.
and then you don't have,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have to look
so
at the year before.
yeah.
If it was really busy during that time,
Hmm.
and if you were short staffed, you'd be like, okay, so next year I'm gonna get more people because I'm expecting this. Yeah. So basically, you look at
The history, yes.
the history of
Hmm.
demand.
And then what is it looking like the at the current year?
Mhm.
It is a lot. It's something I think. I don't know if we took cost accounting. It's something that I don't know on cost
Mhm.
accounting, where you have there's some formula you have to use.
Mhm.
You have to calculate. You know
Mhm.
um, what to expect, what's